What up, YouTube? Before we start the video, we got a very important announcement for you.
That's right, we have our new milestone giveaway for 2,000 subscribers. That is a CGC 9.8 graded Thor #1. This cover is a Nick Klein sketch variant that is also signed by Donny Cates.
What? Are you crazy? Yes, we are. When we hit 2,000 subs, we're giving away this bad boy. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and give us a like. It would be much appreciated because we want to give this away, but we only can do that when we hit 2,000 subs. Let's get to the video. What up, comic fam? It's your boy Jim, and I've got another fresh new Comic Day video for you for the week of October 30th, and it is Itty Bitty. It's the 5th week in October, so most publishers don't put out a lot of books, or at least not books that we're reading. So it's just me for today for New Comic Book Day. Nate is out sick, but don't worry, he'll be here for our pre-recorded show, which will be this Sunday at 8 o'clock. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to the pool. First up, we've got Come Find Me from Distillery. This looks like standard Distillery fare. We're dealing with kind of curses and horror stories and just downright ooh. This is a book that Nate is reading. I'm sure he would have much more to say about it than I do, but I just don't. I don't know if I'm reading it or not. Maybe it'll be a day of pickup. Not sure. But we'll have to wait and see. It does look intriguing. I like the cover a lot, but again, I'm just not a big horror guy. So this might be more of Nate's speed rather than mine, but you never know. I may come find it on the shelves. All right, next up over at DC Now Vertigo. So new logo change. We've got Nice House by the Sea, book number 4 or issue number 4. This has been a fantastic run from Tiny Onion. I think we just dive deeper and deeper into the story, and it looks like we have multiple houses of people who have been chosen to essentially be the last of humanity, or I don't know. It's some big experiment. In our first volume, we had 10 humans that it would appear to have been the only living humans left on Earth. We get into the second volume, and it looks like there are at least another house filled with 10 people who know their captors, who know these aliens who have been masquerading as humans, trying to cultivate the perfect humans. It's just getting messy, and I think we're gonna get close to. I think we're getting very close to the revelation of them breaking out. Every issue we see one individual who is not in the habitat, who is out on Earth and it's on fire, and they're talking about their past experiences. So I think we're inching closer to that revelation. I'm gonna go ahead and say it, since there's not that many books, but it would have been, even if there would have been a lot of books, this is my potential pick of the week for sure. Hey, I'm interrupting the video. It's only because I've got something really important to tell you. I know you know what we're giving away when we hit 2,000 subscribers. I gotta let you know about what we're giving away when we hit 1,250 subscribers. We're giving away this Uncanny X-Men #1 signed by Jim Chung, CGC grade 9.8. When we hit 1,250 subscribers, you could potentially win this, but you have to be subscribed to our channel. So hit that sub button, ring that bell, give us a like. Let's get back to the video, shall we? All right, jumping over to Marvel, we have NYX issue number 4. Looks like we got our X-Men in New York finally going up against the Krakoan. We've got mutants fighting mutants now. We've gotten to that point now where the honeymoon is over, mutants are doing their own thing, and someone's got to clean up the mess. I remember when this character initially was revealed, I remember Nate had the loudest eye roll I think anyone could ever have. I kind of see that, but at the same time, I don't think you can necessarily do a storyline like Krakoa and not have some callbacks to it. I mean, this is a little bit more direct than that, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm digging NYX. I've had a really good time with the book, so I'm looking forward to it. I think NYX is one of the other X-Men titles right now that are actually having fun with what they're doing, and this seems to have somewhat of a purpose rather than just kind of philandering. I think it's definitely stronger out of some of the other X books. After that, we have Ultimate X-Men issue number 8 from Peach Momoko. It looks like we're just kind of really getting ready to gather the team of mutants that she has assembled. The familiarity of these characters and what they represent to the 616. I mean, obviously there are some similarities and there's some major differences. I'm absolutely in love with this book. It definitely feels like a chapter from a manga, and those are relatively short. And when you read manga, you really, I believe, or at least the way I consume it, is more in volumes rather than chapter by chapter. When you read it that way, it feels kind of sparse. But that being said, that's not a criticism of this book. I think this book is fantastic. And I say it every week. If you're looking for a standard X-Men book, this is not your book. If you're looking for something fun and exciting and completely different and new, check out Ultimate X-Men. The Treasury edition of this book is going to be fucking awesome. All right, our last book of the night is Wolverine Revenge, the Red Band version. Yeah, just a little bit more violent. This has been fun. The only thing, again, I think I've said this before, but the only criticism I have of this book specifically is I wish it said what if, right? And that's very minor, incredibly minor. But I think it would help the book, because I know when this book first got announced, I was like, oh shit, Jonathan Hickman, he's writing an X-Men book. He's writing a Wolverine book. And he is, but this is definitely a what if. Many prominent characters have already died 2 issues in, and not like, oh, they're dead. Like, no, they got blown to smithereens, quite literally. Like, Captain America is a pile of flesh. But it is fun. I will say that. After realizing that it was a what if, which took only, maybe 3-4 pages, it's a solid book. I mean, it definitely has Hickman tones. I think it's a little bit more brutal and raw comparative to some of the other stuff that Hickman has written, but that's okay. I mean, sometimes you just got to let loose. You gotta rip the arms off. And that's what Hickman's doing here. It's super fun. It's a fun book, and it's writing characters in a completely different light than you'd see. I mean, you've got Colossus fighting Wolverine. Like, Colossus has no loyalty to the mutants. He's doing his thing for his motherland. It's pretty insane. So yeah, definitely looking forward to this book for sure. All right, that's going to do it for this week's new comic book day video for the week of October 30th. Let us know down in the comments, what are you picking up today? What are you going to read first? What's your potential pick of the week? As always, make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and give us a like. It'd be much appreciated, as we're on the road to 1,250 subscribers. Last I checked, I think we just hit 1,100 subscribers. So we're getting there, guys. We're getting there, and you're helping us out. But if you're watching this video and you're not subbed and you're into comics, or you just want to get into comics, subscribe. Trust me, we give away slabs. It's freaking awesome. We've got a ton to give away on our road to 2,000. And you've seen those. You've seen some of those that I talked about in the video. So yeah, it would be greatly appreciated if we had your support. For this Sunday, there will be no live show, but there will be a pre-recorded show talking about all these books. It's a shorter week, so it'll just be like a pre-recorded review show. It will be me for sure. I'm sure Nate will be there. He's not feeling well. He's sick, and we'll just have to wait and see if he'll make it in time to do the pre-record. But if not, it'll just be me, and we'll just talk about the books. I'll read them really quick, and I'll review them. So it'll be a good time. You'll still be able to get to chat. I'll do a premiere on it. Also, make sure to keep an eye out for our newest show that's dropping on the channel, Secret Origin, where I talk to comic book artists, writers, podcasters, content creators about comic books. We've got our first episode dropping this week with Comic Club Podcast's Blaine. It was a really good conversation with Blaine, had a good time with him, and I can't wait for y'all to see the show. I think you're going to really enjoy it. As always, comic fam, be kind to one another and read more comics. Later.